Let me say something that might frustrate you at first. Off-market multifamily deals are not disappearing. They're not drying up. They're not reserved for insiders only, and they're not impossible to find in this market. What's actually happening is this. Most investors are only seeing deals after the opportunity is already gone. They're looking at the very end of the process and wondering why nothing works. If you've ever said, "There's just nothing out there right now," this video is going to change how you see that permanently. Because operators are still buying, quietly, without bidding wars, and without chasing listings. And once you understand why, off-market stops feeling mysterious. Before we go any further, I want to give you some context so you know where this is actually coming from. Now, when I started out, I didn't come into multifamily with capital or partners or networks handing me deals. I started small, and I focused on small to mid-sized multifamily deals only. And I built my portfolio one deal at a time by learning how to find deals that weren't obvious, funding them when the math wasn't perfect on paper, and then actually running them like a business. No syndication machine, no institutional playbook, and no theory. Just real properties, real operations, and real consequences. Everything that I'm about to share comes from having to figure it out the hard way, because the normal way wasn't working. Here's the belief that quickly kills deal flow. Good deals get listed. In reality, they don't. Good deals get solved, not sold. Most small multifamily owners don't wake up excited to sell one day. They wake up tired. Tired of managing, tired of maintenance, tired of stress, tired of feeling like the property owns them. By the time a deal hits the market, one of two things has already happened. Either the leverage is gone or the problem has been professionally packaged and priced in. That's why waiting for listings feels so frustrating. You're only seeing opportunities after the window has closed. This is where most people misunderstand off-market. They think it's a place, like there's some secret corner of the internet where deals live. And that's not how it works. Off-market is a moment in time. It's the moment when an owner hasn't decided to sell yet, but they're starting to question whether holding the property still makes sense. Nothing is public, no broker involved, and no price exists. There's just uncertainty. That moment right there is where deals are created. Every multifamily deal follows the same invisible timeline. At first, ownership feels manageable. Then it slowly becomes heavier. Then frustration builds quietly. Then options get considered. Only after all of that does a broker actually get involved. Most investors enter at the very end of that process. Operators show up early, not aggressively, not awkwardly, just present. And that one difference changes everything. Because when you show up early, you're not competing on price. You're competing on understanding. Let me pause here because this is where a lot of people think, okay, this finally makes sense, but I don't know how to actually do this. That's exactly why I put together a free masterclass for you guys. In that training, I break down the full operator framework, how to find small to mid-sized multifamily deals, how those deals actually get funded, and how to run them like a business and not a side hustle. This video explains why off-market actually works. The masterclass shows you how to execute it step by step. You can click the link to the free masterclass in the description below. Now, let's keep going. Most people keep asking the same question. Where are the deals? Now, that question assumes deals are actually inventory, when in reality, they're not. The better question is, why would an owner sell before actually listing their property? That question forces you to think differently. Now you're not chasing property, you're paying attention to people. Burnout, deferred maintenance, partner fatigue, life changes, stuff like that. Now, when you understand motivation, deals don't need to be advertised. They come from conversations. Operators don't wake up every day hunting deals. They build systems that make conversations inevitable. They know exactly what they're looking for, they know who owns those properties, and they stay visible without being pushy. And that means consistent touch points, having real conversations and follow-up most people don't have the patience for. Most deals don't happen on the first conversation. They happen because an owner remembers you when the timing finally shifts. That's not luck, that's positioning. Here's the part most people avoid. This approach doesn't give you instant feedback. It doesn't make you feel productive right away. And it forces you to sit in uncertainty. Most people would rather analyze listings than talk to owners who aren't ready to sell yet. That's why most people never build real deal flow. This is the part that nobody wants to do. And that's exactly why it works. Off-market isn't about volume. It's about consistency over time. One conversation doesn't create a deal, but staying present long enough, that's how pipelines are built. Operators understand that not right now isn't a rejection, it's a timestamp. If this video changed how you think about off-market deals, here's what I need you to do next. First, click the link to the free masterclass that's in the description below. That's where I walk you through this entire system from start to finish. Second, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel. Everything here is about helping you think and act like an owner-operator of multifamily. And third, leave a comment and tell me what part of finding deals feels hardest for you right now. I read every one of the comments, and most future videos come directly from the questions that you guys leave. So, thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in the masterclass.